sounded all evil. That's not me. I'm the nice one here. I'm the good boy. What are you doing? What are you doing down there? I could see every bit of your iris. What the heck? Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to STPP. I'm Keith.
I'm Jack.
I'm Dwayne.
And we have a special episode. I feel like I say special episode every episode, but it's special to us, damn it.
Every episode is special, damn it.
It's always special.
It's real to us, damn it. Hey, that's actually kind of what we're talking about today, from where that meme comes from. It is our special WrestleMania episode this week. It is this Saturday and Sunday. I have to ask this because I'm not 100% sure. Dwayne, do you like wrestling?
I do like wrestling. I just haven't been following it for quite a while. But
okay.
Well, okay.
We're not going to go fully into like storylines or whatnot through the main show. We might go a little bit more in the after show, which, by the way, yes, the after show should return this week. So get ready for that on Saturday. So that we'll go over some more matches that are happening later on. Not the full card. You can get that anywhere. But we're going over a couple things because there's been one that's just been completely ruining WrestleMania this season. 100%.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We'll talk everything WrestleMania and then we'll shoot the with y'all at the end. I can't wait. I look forward to it. And I think the best way to just do it is to just get into it. We are less than a week away from WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday. Boys, I'll tell you, on paper, if you were to go look at this year's WrestleMania card, it doesn't look terrible. Like the WrestleMania card is actually pretty stacked. Wait, your background changed. How'd you do that? What? You're in a different room.
Nope, same way. Upgraded. Upgrades.
Oh, nice, dude.
Whoa.
Upgrades.
Nice. I need to be more
Upgrades.
perceptive.
Nice.
That's so cool. I was
That's
wondering where
crazy.
the old school banner went.
Right now it's put up somewhere because I'm not done with painting this room. So
I'm excited. That also gives the banner a chance to get upgraded as well.
That's facts.
honestly, with this setup, I'll upgrade the banner for when we go to festivals and stuff. Wink, wink.
Yeah,
But aside from that, I'm keeping this setup.
I like
I
it, but
like
you're missing
Yeah,
one
this is
thing
nice.
though. You're missing one thing
What's
right
that?
now. Your skeleton
What's that?
friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
there ain't
yeah.
room. There ain't room for him anymore. Maybe I'll start animating stuff, and I'll just have him hanging up here. He'll be my Where's Waldo of every episode. I'll just hide him in a picture, and,
I like
and see who can spot his.
That's cool.
I like
yeah,
it. I like your
yeah,
setup,
I like the
dude.
idea of that.
And we all
Yeah.
got mics on cam now and everything. If you're watching the video version later on this week, you see that we all have mics and stuff now. Dude, we're setting up. We're looking good, son. We're going places here.
Ooh, baby.
I finally got a new Vocaster interface, which I'm still working out the kinks or whatnot. I'm using an effect right now. This is how it would be without it. I can't tell which one I like a little more, but I'm gonna turn the effect on
Right.
because it's got like some kind of radio type deal. Yeah. Mm.
Oh,
It's been a while since I've kind of talked and blasted our podcast. But hey, the only way to go when you're at the bottom is up.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Right.
saying, dude. Once you're, you just gotta be better, you know.
Right? Yeah.
But you know what they say: you put sprinkles on a turd, it's still a turd. So you know.
Yeah.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Except for now we're a turd with sprinkles, so.
There you go.
You're a pretty turd. Let's go, baby. But going back to the WrestleMania talk, this year has been a wild WrestleMania season. On paper, everything looks good. The show is probably going to end up being a very fun show to watch. I'm not paying $30 for ESPN just to watch WrestleMania, but that's a whole nother story for another time. But if you were to watch it some other way, it's really I don't condone another way. I'm just saying. VPN and watch Netflix. It looks like a fun show, but TKO has completely shown their hand more than ever this year, and I didn't think that was possible because for 3 years in a row, they've kind of ruined the top story. They've kind of put the kibosh on what was supposed to be a good thing. And now I will say, is it the main story of this year? No, but it got intertwined with it now because it was supposed to be Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And that's such an easy thing to do. They have 20 years of history. Hell, Cody was in a stable with Orton as the leader whenever he was first starting out. It's such an easy story, but then the problem with this TKO stuff is just it's so much more corporate now. You get hints of how they want to do things more, realistic and more aggressive and things how they used to be, but they can't because they have corporate shareholders and stock people and advertisers to do. And so right? And you see that in the fact that there are so many celebrities. There's so much more advertising than ever. Not to mention that I can't focus on a modern day wrestling match anymore. I guess it's just where I was so old school in the sense that I'm so used to the mats being clean with nothing on them, because it's not a new thing to have sponsorships and whatnot on a ring mat. WCW used to do that all the time. They used to have Slim Jim and stuff all over it. But it's just egregious how much they do it with WWE. And then you can have them on those LED boards. And then you can have Dominic Mysterio was just wearing a shirt that looked like a really cool shirt, but on the bottom of it said Dude Wipes. I'm not wearing a Dominic Mysterio shirt. Don't get me wrong. I like me some Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes are fine product.
Just not on my wrestler, damn it.
Not on my wrestler. No, my wrestling t-shirt. No way. That's so weird. And
it is. It's are you saying that you're a dude wipe or
right?
What? I'm confused.
It's so odd. And then not to mention every few minutes is an ad, and those ads add up, no pun intended. and then the premium live events, there's only 4 or 5 matches, and then there's just ads the rest of them. It's come on, dude. What are we doing?
Do you have a show or do you have an ad?
Right?
All right.
It's just so it's way too much. And then these celebrities, again, WWE has been doing celebrity things for years now, but this year it's just so egregious, and it's no more prevalent anywhere else than in the WWE Undisputed title match. Pat McAfee is now seeming to be more of the opponent for for Cody Rhodes than Randy Orton is. Randy Orton's the one challenging for the 15th time world title, trying to get his 15th world title. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I mean, not only that, but you're throwing in Jelly Roll into it.
Yeah. Jelly Roll.
And I mean, I understand Jelly Roll's lost a lot of weight, and he's actually been training like a apparently.
Yeah, he looks good
to get in ring shape and to be able to pull off moves and stuff. And I mean, Pat McAfee at the same time, that's some had a wrestling ring at his house and does really crazy. But the overload in one match of all the celebrity is just it's an overload.
Yeah.
It's taking a distraction off of the match you're supposed to watch by throwing in all these celebrities. and yeah, it's gotten to where I was excited about the match, and now I'm just not.
Your sentiments are like a lot of people's online, man. There are so many people that are excited, myself included, to see Orton and Cody, but now it's not even Orton and Cody anymore. It's just so bad. It's such an awful time right now when it comes
Not
to wrestling.
fair.
And it doesn't help whenever you see so much over commercialization and everything in life anymore. Not to add on the other things in life that are just complete BS. So what do you want to do? You want to turn on something that you've watched all your life. That's like, okay, a little bit of brevity, a little bit of, getting to escape the world. And then you're just getting bombarded. It's literally idiocracy. And it's crazy how much you thought it was bad if like Vince would do a Mountain Dew match, like the one he did with Bray Wyatt and LA Knight a few years back, whenever they started implementing those matches. And I'm not even mad if like, you have like a match sponsored by something. That's not what I'm mad at. If you do it every once in a blue moon, that's perfectly fine, But the constant ads, and then not to mention, not only is it just Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee, which, by the way, I will say, them doing what they're told, they're not doing bad at it. That's not the point of why people are mad. In fact, if you pay attention to how they're acting and what they're doing, they're actually really into it. It's really cool. They're doing the best job as they're given. But it's that added into this main event for night one. And then you have guys like I Show Speed, who is involved in this Danhausen stuff, which Danhausen really great. Surprisingly great.
I love Danhausen.
Danhausen's so good. But now he's involved with this stuff with LA Knight as well. It was funny seeing LA Knight throw him into a stream setup. That was really funny. And then you have Lil Yachty involved with the United States title match coming out with Trick Williams. All this would be fine if it was like separate years. Like if half of this happened this year and the other half happened next year, I think it would be fine too. But it's like they are thinking these celebrities will sell more tickets. That's the big issue. They're not selling enough tickets. They're not selling enough tickets to WrestleMania, to a place they've already been before last year, where they had to cancel going to New Orleans because they went back for the higher price of going back to Las Vegas for another year, which was so stupid and so scummy to stop New Orleans from getting WrestleMania. Just awful. So this is already the second year in a row they've been there, and the celebrities just aren't working because you've implemented them wrong one way or one reason or another. You've even had to bring John Cena back as the host because you think that'll sell tickets. Can you not just let? I don't know whose main fault it is storyline wise outside of the TKO involvement. It is probably Triple H's, obviously, because he's like the head booker. But like these, you could have sold this on just like the basic foundation of Punk versus Roman. These guys don't like each other. They have history. Beat each other up. Cody and Randy have a lot more history. They beat each other up. Could have been great, but you've soiled it. I will let you all talk now because I have just been going on because it just irritates. It irritates me.
I feel that.
Honestly, the card is decent for a Mania. I mean, I watch it every year just because my son is a huge wrestling fan. So we do pay for the ESPN, and we will be watching it live. But it's gotten to the point. What the problem is, it isn't the show. The show may be oversaturated with celebrities, but it's the charge on tickets. We're in a world where there's not a lot of disposable cash for the majority of the population nowadays.
No,
and the price they have on WrestleMania tickets is ungodly. Like even up in the nosebleeds, you're still spending a ton of money, dude.
Well,
So your
I
your your
mean,
problem ain't the market. The market's been good for 40 years. You know.
I I mean, Dodge is giving a price sales, or they were as of yesterday, not anymore. But you did get 20%, 25% off if you bought WrestleMania nosebleeds. You know,
Yeah, they're throwing them on sale like a son of a now because they got so many tickets, and we're a week away from the event.
yeah. It's
It's
like,
because you made them so expensive throughout the year that nobody would pay for them, and done gave up on the idea of even going.
yeah,
So now they're like, oh, the stuff's cheaper now. We're a week away, and everybody's like, yeah, I'm just going to plan a last minute trip to Vegas to watch WrestleMania, and
how do
like I
they
just set
expect
this money
anybody to do that?
aside thinking y'all was going to do this, you
Yeah,
know.
right. What?
So that's
How
what
do
screwed them is the ticket pricing.
Corporate greed running rampant, bro.
it's literally what it is. Literally what it is. I want
And
to.
since TKO took over, the prices have went up.
Yeah. Yeah, and we like you said, we live in a place in the world now where there's not a lot of exposable income. And it's just another thing that's a hobby that seems to just be like priced out of being a hobby. And it sucks.
Yeah,
That's why people are getting out of a lot of things. That's why video games in a lot of ways people are starting to get out of, especially younger generations, because parents aren't really willing to spend $70 on brand new games. So either they get out of it in total, or they stick with games that are free to play or games that can last a long time. Which, who could blame them?
everything's becoming a money pit.
Yeah, everything is like you have to be like elite, or you have to be like enriched to be able to do it, and it's like, why? Really?
Look at all these
The
video
reason.
games that have these season passes, to where if you want to get certain things, you got to get a season pass for the game. You
Oh, I
know,
know.
the new
I
damn
both
WWE game came out, and it's got a season pass on it.
The
first year
hell?
that they've done a season pass. Yep.
First time ever, and it's like playing wrestling Fortnite.
They've sort of kind of helped that out recently by giving people of a lot of tiers there, but that comes from the fact that at the beginning, when this thing came out, you got so little rep from it. You're either going to spend hundreds of hours, which people don't want to spend on a WWE game, for stuff and
Right.
characters that they've already bought, especially if you buy the $150, $160 version. You're already spending all this much, so either you do hundreds of hours grinding to get them, or you can spend even more money and unlock each tier. It's like, you can't do the Fortnite thing if you are a $70 game. You can't do this
Right.
mobile edge. You've already priced people out already. Stop doing this. It's so stupid.
You gotta squeeze them for every little cent, man.
Yeah. And
It's
now I have the game, and I'll tell you, the game is, as far as a wrestling game goes, it's fun. It's
dude,
fun
that's
as
the
hell.
sad part. That's the sad part. I really want this game. It looks
It's a
like
good game.
the people that have been working on the game for years now have really got it to a point where, yeah, there's a lot of bugs that need to be fixed still from whenever it first came back out in 2022. But that's probably just because they don't have enough time to work on it, because they have to add all this extra in terms of this like money stuff or whatnot. But they are adding like game modes and stuff, and they just add thumbtacks back in the game, or they just
Yeah,
added
it's wild.
in the game for the first time. That's crazy. You've never been
Yeah,
able
you
to.
can go under the ring. Yeah, you can go under the ring and get a sack of thumbtacks and pour them all over the ring and slam people on them.
It's
And
so
and you can
cool.
actually see the thumbtacks sticking out their back. And like the game physics, like the longer the match goes, like you can start to see like the rope burns on a person's back, or like the palm prints on their chest, and like they take damage. But it's a fun game though, man. As far as like just playing it, me and my son have got together and done some wild, man, like
Mm.
throwing
Yeah,
people off the
new
top rope
ragdoll,
through 3 tables, and you know.
the new ragdoll physics in the game and everything.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
makes it makes interacting with weapons and tables and stuff even more realistic. And actually, I equated to WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, which I think was the last game that really had really good physics in terms of interacting with like steel steps that are on the ground or tables or whatnot. That's what this game does. It does that again. Finally,
it's wild.
There's
It's
a good
great
game.
as far as a wrestling game. It may end up being one of the best, but I mean, getting stuck in this damn loop. That's what's stupid with the game is if you pay for it, they still want you to play the damn game to unlock it.
Yeah,
you know, you paid for it to unlock it, but you still got to play it to unlock them. It ain't like you paid this money for your, and they're like, here, you paid for it. No. You paid for it. Now you got to play the game for about 20 more hours to unlock everything you just paid for.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It is 100% bullshit.
Or like Fortnite, you can give us extra money and level up faster.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
But the thing with Fortnite is it's free. You can just play
the whole game is free.
Yeah, you don't have to spend money as long as you put the time into it. You can get stuff like that. No, with these games, with 2K games in particular, they're super bad with it. You spend $70 and then you get these this ringside pass and then all this stuff that then you have to go and play the game more for to unlock some of these superstars you already should have unlocked. And they're not even updated from years past. They still have arenas and stuff that were in the game prior to them reworking the entire game. Yeah. It's awful. It's literally awful.
Yeah, that is pretty awful. Like I would be
like I like playing the game, but I have a life and a job and shit like that. I can't put this many hours into it.
It's definitely not made for the 9 to 5 player.
No, luckily though, I do have a son, and he loves those games. So he did ask. He's like, when I come home from school, if you're doing stuff, can I play? And I'm like, yes, play
you can.
every match that you
absolutely.
Can. Play. I even told him. I said, see how fast you can get through matches because it don't give you points until you finish a match. So I'm like, just blast through matches as quick as you can.
They got so much flack for this that recently, within the last couple weeks or so, they gave players like
what was that?
What was that?
What?
We got a demon. Stop it.
We got poltergeist.
Yeah, our podcast has been taken over by Satan, apparently. What the hell?
Got some weird.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what that was, and I'm keeping that in because that was funny as. I want to mention one more thing to it because I have a good different kind of equation to think of when it comes to this. I'm pretty sure what TKO has done to mess up WrestleMania kind of with Pat McAfee. Imagine watching a movie and it's a potentially Oscar nominated film and it's a really good movie. You're like halfway through and you're like, this is like movie of the year or whatnot. Then you get 15 more minutes in and it hits you with one of the writers coming out of nowhere, bringing out some B-list actor and just being like, this film sucks. You spent way too much money on making this. People watching it in the theater. You spent all your hard-earned money. You should be watching this film with this person. Immersion broken. Interest gone. Movie bad.
Oh,
literally almost exactly what they've done with that Pat McAfee story, where it's now Cody Rhodes against Pat McAfee. I mean, Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton.
Right.
There's one more SmackDown until then. Hopefully, which I doubt it, they'll get something going with this. I don't know what you could do this close to the showcase of the Immortals, but I'm sure Orton and Rhodes are going to be a pretty decent match. They kind of have to at this point. They have to lean on the match quality now instead of, story. And hopefully Pat McAfee will go away. Which sucks because I like Pat.
They got a lot banking on Roman and Punk. But that's going to be your big match. But I mean, you got some good ones. You always got to have Rhea Ripley in there.
Oh yeah,
and her against. They're building the her and Jade thing, and it's getting all intense. I've seen the clips.
Yeah,
because I mean, me, I don't watch wrestling except for the pay-per-views with my son. But just after Monday Night Raw is over with, I'll get on Google and just see what happened, and if it's something interesting, I'll go and watch it on YouTube or something. Aside from that, I know what's going on, but I ain't watched half of it.
I don't blame you. And we'll go over.
I do watch. I do watch Danhausen though. Anything Danhausen, I watch.
You have to.
You got to keep up with the curses,
Yeah. We'll go over more of the WrestleMania card, including Rhea and Jade during the after show. So stay tuned for that. I just had to bring it up. WrestleMania is this week, and it just sucks what they've done to it. But speaking of movies, a few weeks ago, I wanted to talk about. Also, I am like super bright. Have you noticed that? Holy cow! Hold on. Wow. Yeah, I think the demons went after my lights as well.
Oh. I mean, we must be gaining attention when Satan wants to be a part of the podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But speaking of movies and whatnot,
there's somebody in hell is watching this.
Hopefully, I don't know.
We'll take listeners wherever we can get them.
Right.
Hell, Ireland, wherever. But speaking of movies, I wanted to talk about it more during the Oscar season. I just didn't get into it. We got busy with other things or whatnot and couldn't for some reason. But I wanted to go ahead and bring it up here since I just talked about how, watching a great movie and then just gets ruined by something. WrestleMania this year. I wanted to ask you all, in general, in terms of this year, are there any movies coming out that you know of or have seen that you're interested in 2026? And to follow up with that, are there any ones that you could see being big disappointments, just like how WrestleMania buildup at least has seemingly kind of made it a disappointment? Even though we haven't got to the show yet, it's not looking good. So, yeah.
Huh.
Wayne, I'll let you go first on that one if you want.
I don't know. Let me think. I don't really. Not gonna lie. I mostly just watch YouTube.
Yeah, same.
Like the most recent movie I haven't watched was like the newest Mario movie. It was pretty bad, and looks like it could have yet another sequel along with it.
Mm-hmm.
I really am not. I like this episode. I really don't have a lot of input. I don't watch a lot of wrestling anymore, and I don't really keep up with movies as much anymore. Like, I suck at this one.
No, it happens, man. Hey, listen, when it comes to YouTube or when it comes to movies and stuff, I'm sort of the same way. There's not a lot of movies that I've been paying attention to that I want to watch. It's usually they're already there. It's usually, there's usually the ones that are out that I want to see. And I'm always interested in seeing or hearing about who won film movie of the year at the Oscars or whatnot. And I might check out those eventually. Sinners is one that has been out for a while that I want to check out. But in terms of movies that have been talked about, that are coming out and have just been advertised, I'm not that person to ask either. Honestly, I have no idea. I just stick to my bubble of watching video game YouTubers and
that's
diving in like realistic horror type on YouTube. That's what I stick with.
like I say, there was some kind of, I mean, yet another like possession movie, but I can't remember the name of it. But it's I saw an advertisement where like this little, literally the commercial was the little girl looked all demonic and she was like talking to her grandmother, and she was like, "Don't worry, Grandma, being dead is fun." And then used, I guess, her possessive powers to sling her out the window. Slung her own grandma out the window. That looks kind of cool, but usually when the the advertisement for it looks incredibly awesome, it ends up being not so awesome.
Yeah, they put all the money into making the ad look better, and then the movie itself just blows. Yeah, I get that. Welcome back, Jack.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So how long did it last, Keith?
I got 40 minutes.
40 minutes. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be emailing them promptly. Sounds like
if you don't know, we kind of kept our discussion going to let Jack fix it. Jack dropped out for some reason, so we never said we were perfect. We're just no. That's gross. If I just don't pay attention to it, it just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Jack,
I got new internet and we're checking that out. But
yeah.
Anyway, you were saying?
I was just going to ask, are there any films coming up that you are interested in or that might seem to be good or look good, but may end up being disappointments,
I mean, this is the year I have 2 movies that are the goal to get to the theaters and watch. One of it, which will be next month, which is Mortal Kombat 2.
I forgot about that. That one. Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks insane.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks very good. The first one was decent. This one looks like it's going to just go completely crazy. So I'm very psyched for it. I'm also scared to death because they could f it up.
Wasn't there already a second one though?
I mean,
there was like Mortal Kombat 1, and then the Mortal Kombat where like Jack's got his arms frozen by Sub-Zero and busted off.
No, that was no, there was the original Mortal Kombat back in the 90s. And they had a sequel to that. That was Annihilation. And then they revamped it for now. They revamped it. And now we got, the new era of Mortal Kombat. Yeah. So they've restarted it. So the one that came out, 4 or 5 years ago, that was them restarting it.
I got you.
But yeah, this new one just looks
insane.
They had
the animalities and everything in the last one. Correct.
Yeah, that one though. That was the one that was back in the day, and that was so horrible. When I'll say the one that came out in '94. That Mortal Kombat was fantastic. As a kid, I went to the theaters and watched it, and I was blown the fuck away. But then that second one came out, Annihilation, and I've seen episodes of Power Rangers that was in better shape than that movie. When they did their animalities, it looked like an episode of Robot Chicken. It looked like like a clay dragon fighting a clay hydra. Wow. It was embarrassing. Yeah, it was very embarrassing.
I did like Noob Sabat in that one though. They did introduce Sub-Zero's story of how he became Noob Sabat.
Well, Noob's coming in this new one, so
hopefully they'll actually elaborate on that and make it better, because Noob kind of looked a little.
But then, them bringing they're bringing Johnny Cage into the movie, and Carl Urban's playing Johnny Cage, so that's pretty kick.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
And then, as far as any other movies I'm looking forward to, is any comic book fan at all, Avengers Doomsday is coming out in December, I think.
Oh, I didn't even think of that one either.
I figured you'd mention Doomsday, yeah.
Yeah, so we're bringing in Robert Downey Jr. and he's not Iron Man anymore. He's Dr. Doom. So
Oh,
yeah, it's going to be cool to see Robert Downey Jr. being the villain instead of the
yes.
good guy. So yeah, that's the two movies I'm looking forward to. As far as movies that I'm worried about, I'm a horror movie fan, but with horror movies, you might as well just be blindfolded and throw a dart at a dartboard on whether or not it's going to be good or it's going to be a sack of shit.
Yeah.
Have you
And
seen
with
the
those, you get
recent?
the
I'm
what?
sorry. Go ahead. Have
No,
you
go
seen
ahead.
like the thing on YouTube? There was like a commercial of a horror movie. It was looks like another possession movie yet again. But the
Mhm.
little girl looked all possessed and she was talking to her grandmother, and she was like, "Don't worry, Grandma. Being dead is fun." And like used powers to like shove her out a window or whatever. You seen that at
I ain't
all? I
seen
saw it
that.
on YouTube.
No, I ain't seen that. And that's the thing. Horror is such a popular thing too. Is a lot of times you gotta watch stuff on YouTube and try to make sure if it's an actual official trailer.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
Yeah,
because
that's
I'll see,
true too.
and it's not just with horror. That's with comic book movies and all that. But got so many fan made movies now, and some of them look kick. And you're like, yeah, I'm excited, and then like, no, that
Then you
wasn't right.
start watching it.
Yeah, that was a fan made trailer. We appreciate your support for that 2 minute video.
Shit.
Yeah,
It looks so good.
right. But no horror movies. That's the thing. You watch a horror movie trailer and they all look amazing, and then about 80% of the time it's a sack. It's the most boring
Like if
thing.
you would have put that much effort in the whole movie, you might have been
Yeah,
doing all right.
Yeah.
yeah. The best parts of the movies in the trailer. So yeah, I always look forward to any new horror movies coming. I can't think of any off the top of my head that's coming, but I'm always weary of them because those horror movies are probably the hours and hours of my life I can't get back just watching some of those.
Right?
you,
Like,
you
damn it,
never know which one's going to be good, which one's going to be bad. Yep, I got you.
Yeah. Now, as
it's
far as
kind
like
of like
comic book movies, I think they've got the formula of comic book movies down pat that to make a successful comic book movie. I think they've figured out that formula, so I'm not worried about Doomsday at all. It's going to be a good movie.
It's going to be a fun movie.
Yeah, it will. It's probably going to be a really dark and kind of scary
more
kind of
grown-up
movie.
movie.
Yeah, with Robert Downey Jr. taking over as Doctor Doom. It's probably
It's
going
gonna
to
be
be a little
bad.
bit. Yeah, it's going to be scary.
Well, like I
Doctor
was
Doom don't fuck around.
like I was telling Dwayne there, I'm with him in terms of the movie thing. There's not really a lot of movies that I want to see coming up. I am definitely more of a YouTube watcher, and that's it. So I really don't have a say in it. I guess I'm not a huge at all superhero comic book person, which a lot of people think I am. I'm not really, but there is some interest in Doomsday just for the fact that Robert Downey Jr. is back. I do like Robert Downey Jr., but other than that, I'll see what comes out, and then I'll base my wanting to go see it on it. I will say A24 has a Backrooms movie that is either out now or is coming out soon. I would watch it. It's just Backrooms are now kind of a meme and everything online and whatnot. But they got like a 20-year-old person that directed this film, which is very interesting. They got such a young director to do this, and I'm a little interested to see how they did it, but I don't really have a lot of like hope for it. It's one of those horror movies that, just like what Jack was talking about. It's probably it's going to be cool looking, but then it's going to be kind of bad whenever it comes out. But I am interested based on how it came out, how it came to be, and the fact that Backrooms I think are an interesting idea. That liminal space type deal of going through different kinds of areas and rooms or whatnot, and no one's actually there, but you don't really know, so you keep walking, and it's just really scary feeling. Yeah, I like those tense moments, but to me, it's even better when nothing happens. You're guaranteed there's going to be some kind of monster in that, which kind of sucks.
Right.
whatever, I guess, whatever. But you know, I like it a lot more. I like the anxiety of nothing happening and then you're finally out of the dark more than anxiety and then there's actually something there and now you have to worry about it. I like that a lot more because it's the fear of the unknown because you don't know if something's there. Yeah, it's more suspenseful. It's not like, oh well, I definitely know I need to keep my guard up or else I'm going to die.
Yeah,
Right.
they don't utilize that enough anymore. It's like that building that suspense is what makes that it you don't even have the ending or the end result doesn't even have to be that big if you build it up correctly.
Right.
Then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
like we were
I
talking the
always
other
have
night.
to go
We were
ahead.
talking the other night about Blair Witch Project. You know, for that to be a movie that never once showed the monster or villain or whatever, it,
It
it was
was
amazing how, you know, recognized that movie is now. And it's
Yeah.
just a
yeah.
couple of kids with some damn cameras walking through the woods playing pretend, and you
Yeah,
know,
it was found footage. It was the first found footage film, really. It was
yeah,
really interesting.
yeah. You get stuff like that. It's just it's crazy how you can make something like that and it just take off and blow your mind. You know, it didn't
The
really
Yeah.
require
precursor
much
of
effort. It required building the tension and building the suspense. You know,
Yeah.
literally the
I've got
precursor of what anybody can make on YouTube anymore, which is crazy to think.
yeah,
I've got some ideas as to why the movie industry and even like the video game industry and stuff is so, what do you call it, kind of phased out recently. But I'm always that guy, so I'm not gonna go into it. But I feel like I mean I really do feel like I remember about 10 to 8 years ago, nobody was really into like politics anymore. And I remember a lot of politicians talking about we need to bring, you know, politics back. And if you notice, it's all kind of exploded. But all of the other entertainment, that's even like live shows for like music and everything, has kind of been almost like killed. It's or at least like cut down a whole lot. And I feel like
right.
it's to make room for the new stupid politics. And if you notice it, politics is everywhere, on everything, in everything, and it's just ruined everything else. So like movies and stuff are not even a main highlight. Wrestling's not a main highlight. Any other entertainment is not a main highlight anymore, and it sucks because everything's so dull and boring and the same repetitive thing. To find the little bitty pleasures that we can find in things like that we're talking about, like right now, it's like that's all you got. That's
Mhm.
all you got. You know.
I think it goes on just how where we are right now in the world. That's just there's just a lot going on, and that
Yeah.
makes it to where this is kind of definitely more in your face politics and everything, and it sucks because politics is just generally awful and don't want to talk about
Stupid.
it. And yeah, whenever you want to be entertained, you want to be entertained, not like force fed even more politics, and it sucks. It sucks. That's the world that we're in right now. But that's kind of where we've been led
Let.
to.
Yeah. You just gotta
Oh,
find the
Something I
pleasure,
ignore most of the
little
time.
pleasures where you can, bro. Little pleasures where you can.
oh yeah. And
Yeah.
I can tell you all exactly where you can find another one of those little pleasures if you need somewhere to go to find one. Our Patreon page.
Yeah.
Yay! That was
I'm
probably
glad you
my
took it.
That was a good
I'm
one. I
glad
think
you.
that was a good one.
No, I'm glad you took it that way because I thought you was going to go somewhere else with it. Yeah.
If you'd like to support us, you can go join our Patreon page and make sure that Jack tell him to off. Send a special message. Ay, vey.
Happy
for
birthday.
for $1 a month. For $1 a month, you can get your name shouted out on the show. Thank you, Brandy, for being a $1 tier member for as long as you have been. Thank you, Donna, for being a $5 tier member as long as you have been. Jack appreciates it a lot. I'm sorry he doesn't like boobs anymore, which is unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is.
Oh, I like boobs.
Oh, yeah, it's unfortunate. But if you want to support us even more on Patreon, we are back with STA. Save the After Show is back after this show, and it will be available on Saturdays for just $5 a month, which I know a lot of people. It costs a lot, and there's a lot of episodes of STA that are still missing. I apologize, but this one will be up. I promise. This one will be up on Saturday. If you don't want to spend the $5, I totally understand inconsistency issues. Completely get it. $1 tier is all you have to do if you want to support us. But there's another way if you don't want to sign up for Patreon. Use that Dubby code. Yeah, we got Dubby. Dubby is a sponsor. Use the code KJX3 for 10% off your order for energy drinks that are based on coffee bean extract. And it's actually really good. They have a lot of really good flavors. So go to w.gg right now. And remember, use the 10% off code KJX3. Start your consuming of W there. If you don't want to go to Patreon and sign up for that, which is totally understandable. Totally makes sense. A shout out on a show that gets less than a few hundred listeners every blue moon or so makes total sense why you don't want to spend a buck, but it is highly appreciated no matter what. Someone that does get some more views and whatnot on his stuff, though, that also has a W code. It's got to bring it up to old bleeding Dwayne there. So, Dwayne, go ahead and shout out Dubby. Oh, wait, what do you... That's a Dubby cup. Did you get that from W.gg?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
you can get this in a package deal as well with a hat and all kinds of shit. You can also follow my TikTok or Twitch, Bleeding84, and use Bleeding Gaming, BLEDING GAMING, to get a 10% discount. Oh. Yeah, it's good stuff. You can eat it, you can drink it, you can rub it on yourself at the same time, and you get all hyper and you do stuff, and it's cool. No, don't do that. Just drink it. It's good. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitch or TikTok. I put a lot of content on TikTok, and I live stream on both platforms. So,
yay! Good stuff, everybody. Great deal. Nope. See, if I ignore it, it'll just go away. It'll just go. That's how it is. If I ignore it, it'll go away.
Yeah, that's what I used to say about the boogeyman, but he didn't go away.
I put it on the wrong screen. It just made it worse. No, what have I done? I just gave myself more work to do.
That's why I do it.
I know. You just love giving me more work to do. Anyways,
I just like to see what you end up missing.
It's a lot of work to.
I just like to see and hope that you end up missing one.
I miss a lot.
I'll tell you, slid one in, and it's
stop sliding stuff
where's
in.
Waldo again?
Talk about sliding stuff in. Stop it. I will say that behind the scenes note here, I did miss one in the audio version last week. Whenever we were looking back at our old first episode, Dwayne just randomly said, and we were all talking, and I missed it. I'm just like, it's one. I don't care. It's one.
I got one in there.
So you got one because I didn't want to go back, but it's not on YouTube. So,
So hey, you did it too. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was showing off our W sponsor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
W's gonna be like, damn it.
G.
WWGG.
All right, let's get to the after show, everyone.
Oh,
Jack.
that wasn't even an after
please.
show.
Jack, please contain yourself. Flip us all off in the after show where it's, allowed. Contain yourself here, please. All right. Take us out. I love your faces. I didn't forget this time. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening or watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun one. Be prepared for upgrades to the background. Got some fun stuff coming. But the only thing I guess I'll give a plug to is Mountain Arts Democracy. Check them out. Mountain Arts Democracy EC. But anyway, check us out on the after show. We're going to start that up. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great week. Be safe out there. World's crazy. Don't drink and drive. And as always, stay metal. Since you are still recording, there's one thing I gotta do. It's very important. Okay.
Do you want full screen? Ah, it's okay. Yay!
Yeah.
Love it. If you or someone you know is in crisis, call or text 988 or visit 988lifeline.org for more information. Free, confidential, 24/7.